well-deserved win.
You've had some big players missing this week, Kudus, Semenyo, Partey in particular, but you've had the likes of Feseni and Thomas Asante to come in and take their chance. How pleased are you with that?
Yeah, in general, I think we got a lot of answers. It's always good to also look for the future, and I think some of the boys used their chances. They did really, really well, and surely we will continue to observe them. And for us, we played well in the last World Cup qualifier, decided in September, but we will still observe them, how they do in their clubs. And but yeah, today, like I said, I'm very, very satisfied.
Finally, what does it mean to cap off this week with a win? It's the first Unity Cup in over 20 years. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, a lot, boss. It's more than just football. It's about coming together. It's about to unite. We're all from African descent, and it's so nice for us to come together, but also for the spectators, for them to see us. There's a large community here in London, and I think it's good that we all come together and meet and celebrate despite the results.
Thank you very much.
That was Coach Otto Addo. You heard there at the start that he's excited with the exercise. He's gotten what he wants. He's seen other players. He's giving them opportunities. And that is what the main aim of this Unity Cup was. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. I'm going to review the game between Ghana and Trinidad and Tobago. We'll also hear from Captain Jordan Ayew, and also we'll hear from Trinidad and Tobago coach Dwight Yorke. His team are preparing for important games. He was excited with the run out despite the disappointment of losses in 2 games. I know most of you are already saying it. It's just Trinidad and Tobago. Well, it was just Niger. It was just Sudan. Yet, look what happened. I'm not going to try to justify anything and say that this is what we should judge all Black Stars players on. That is from this game. But I'm also going to tell you that what else do you want us to judge them by? Because you think that Trinidad and Tobago is an easy game. They came back from 2 goals down versus Jamaica. Who is to say that if Ghana had not been at their best, they wouldn't have done something similar? You can only beat what is put in front of you. And Otto Addo and Ghana were faced with Trinidad and Tobago. We wanted to get a win. It's a confidence booster. We wanted to beat Nigeria. Unfortunately, we're not up to it. It's just a friendly. Let's calm down. We're in pole position as well to qualify for the World Cup. Let's not overreact. Someone was asking me in the comments after I posted the highlights that who was in post for the Ghana Black Stars. Yes, that's how much of a charmed life our goalkeeper was living because of the nature of the position and probably a defense. I called for Razak Simpson to be included in the team, and some people were of the opinion that he should not start because of that woeful performance versus Nigeria. Rightly so, you're entitled to your opinion. But as I said in that video, I said that he made a mistake. He had faults, but he came back well. Probably in the second half, he was better than the first, and he needed to be given the opportunity to do it again and play. I also said that because our options in that position are not good. Kamaradini Mahmoudou was selected by myself because we did not have very much options. But I did not know that Otto Addo would be playing Caleb Yerenchi in right back. It was a game in which a lot of talents were seen. Christopher Bonsu. My only criticism of him is that if you can be a bit more ambidextrous, you'll be scoring a lot of goals for Ghana, because that guilted chance where he was crossed and he had acres of space and still wanted to use his left foot, he should have used his right foot, and probably maybe he's not comfortable with it. I feel all footballers should, as much as possible, be okay with both feet. That being said, he was good. Caleb Yerenchi at right back, that was crazy to see for me. Lawrence Ejekum got his very first goal, and Jordan Ayew, your boss. I have to dub my heart out to you. Despite all the criticisms you faced, despite all the talks, despite all the backlash, the first game especially, Jordan should have scored, Jordan should have done this. He still comes back and does it. He finds a way to make up for not being at his 100% best. We have seen it before. The criticisms have been heavy for Jordan Ayew and in the Ghana national team, but he always finds a way to come back and do amazingly well. Congratulations to him. He opened the scoring. His left foot shot provided an assist. 2 assists in this game for Jordan. and it was great to see. In the second half, we had the introduction of Felix Afenajan and Abdulaziz Issa. Felix Afenajan could have probably found the back of the net. A long-range effort for him. It was good to see him run out, and I was happy to see him back in the Ghana national team. Otto Addo says that he has seen the players play, and he's excited by what he has seen. He has seen the issues we have, and looking up to September when we play next, he knows what to do. We do hope Otto can get us over the line. I think 2 wins should be enough to see us qualify for the World Cup in the United States. So we're happy with this run out. Jordan spoke with the media about the run out, about the missing players and everything. Let's have a listen to Jordan Ayew.
Most important thing, and now we can all go to holidays with a smile.
You've had some bigger players missing this week, like Kudus, Thomas Partey, Antoine Semenyo as well. Heading into the World Cup qualifiers, how important was it for the likes of Thomas Asante, for example, to get a good opportunity?
Well, it's our chance, you know. Like I said, the others couldn't make it, but it's Ghana. We have a lot of players, and they had their chances, and some of them took it well. So it's part of the game. We're not only a team, we're a whole country, and there's a lot of players, so everyone deserves a chance.
And just a word on the fans this week. It's been a celebratory field for the 3 match days. How important was it to put on a performance in front of those today?
Well, it was really important, like I said, even for ourselves, our confidence, to at least go on holidays with a smile, and we can be happy with the performances the second half against Nigeria and the game today. So honestly, I congratulate the boys, I congratulate the technical staff for their support, and obviously it's not easy at this period to stay focused, but we all stayed focused and we did the job. So I want to thank everyone, and hopefully we can build on this for the future matches.
Brilliant. Well done today, Jordan. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you heard Jordan Ayew there. We are Ghana Black Stars. We need to have a lot of other players, and we do have a lot of other players who will take up the responsibility when need be. And I'm happy to hear that. We need to have a playing system where anyone or everyone at all can be substituted for a much more competent person. That's not to say anyone is expendable. You can never have a player like Thomas Partey. You can never have a player like Semenyo. You can never have a player like Kudus Mohammed. Hell, you can't have a player like Samuel Jan. But the way we miss players when they are out and it affects our whole play and balance should be reduced to the minimum, in my opinion. I think that Otto Addo is getting there. We have good crop of talents. We have seen them all display here, and I'm sure that heading into the next World Cup qualifiers, heading into the next major tournament in the World Cup itself, we will be able to assemble the best of the best. Lawrence Atizigi had a charmed life in goal, in my opinion, not called on very often. Had one of the most quiet games of his time with the Ghana Black Stars. It has been a great day for Ghana. We finished 3rd in the Unity Cup. Unfortunately for Dwight Yorke and his Trinidad and Tobago side, they have a lot to learn. They left reeling, and he spoke after the game, talking about what he's learned from his players and what he expects. He has some games to look forward to. World Cup qualifiers in June, first week of June. Let's have a listen to Dwight Yorke.
Yorke, you've had 2 games here. You've got some seriously big games coming up. What have you found out about your squad over this week here at Brentford?
Well, I get to learn a lot about my team as well. Listen, we thought when we come into this tournament, it's always going to be a tough ask for us, especially some of the local lads who haven't even been outside of Trinidad and Tobago. Having the opportunity to play at the G-Tech Stadium here in England in front of a huge supporting crowd from both Jamaica, Nigeria, Ghana. So it's a whole new experience to the team, and I know it's not the result we all wanted, but in terms of experience, it tested the squad and get some exposure for some of these young players to the future of Trinidad and Tobago football.
Especially with what you've got coming up, right? World Cup qualifiers. It's a bit different with CONCACAF this year, and the Gold Cup as well. You've got tough games then as well, so this is good preparation for that.
Yeah, it's excellent preparation, and we know what is ahead of us, and this was important for us. This experience is great for us, but then also we had one eye on the World Cup campaign and certainly the Gold Cup that is coming up. So we'll be ready for that. We've been preparing for it. But this was a great experience for my players. It also gives me an indication of how strong the squad is. And today was an indication of where we are and where we need to improve as well.
And do you think you'll have many more options coming back ahead of the other games you've got coming up over the next, 6 weeks or something? You've got another 6 games or something like that. Have you got other options coming, or is this going to be that group?
No, there's a new selection of players that is coming. Of course, people have to remember that the international window wasn't fully open to my players. So there's a lot of players that will come back into the equation once the window is open on the 1st of June.
We had Dwight Yorke, the head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago side. They have a lot of games to look forward to, so they are preparing in earnest. We can only wish him the very best. And now to the final, where Nigeria will be hoping to lift the Unity Cup. They face Jamaica in the final, and they'll be hoping that they can beat Jamaica to be champions. I forgot to talk about Brendan Thomas Asante once again. Thomas Asante coming off as a substitute. That guy has a lot of potential. And also something I noticed about the Ghana Black Stars was their improvement in set pieces. The corner that got us the goal, and some other set pieces where they looked a bit more threatening. Once again, people come for me and say it's just Trinidad and Tobago. Why couldn't you do it against Nigeria? You might be right, but if you watch that second half against Nigeria, you would have seen an improved Black Stars side. Nigeria got off the blocks quicker and better than us, and that was what gave them the edge. Before we recovered in the second half fully, the game had gone us by. Had Jordan Ayew scored that chance in the last dying embers of the game, we would have been having a different discussion. But that being said, we need to know how to not be slow starters in games and get winning right from the off. And that is how I end it for today here, talking to you about the Ghana Black Stars performances and match reactions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.